So, and then that.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for coming today. Thank you. What a beautiful crowd. I really appreciate all of you joining us tonight. So for today's event, so what we'll do is we'll give a couple of quick talks from Mary from the AI Collective, John from Kirshner Slensky Law, and then also Daksh from Oracle, and then I'll give a quick talk from I'll go for security about cybersecurity trends today. So it'll be an exciting event, and then we'll have the startup lightning pitches. So we'll have a lot of fun. So just to get started, I'll let Mary introduce herself and give a little talk about the AI Collective.
Oh, sure. Hello, everyone. I'm Mary Grigleski. So if you haven't met me yet, actually, I'm pretty active in the Chicago scene, yeah, to do meetups and technology, and now getting more into helping out the investor and startup community too. So here I am. I'm going to be using your thing to wait. Start. Oh, there we go. Well, before we start, we want to thank this person here, Mr. David Giard. David is the one who helps us here. He's the partner solutions architect here at Microsoft. So every time when we say, "Oh, David, we the community needs a space," and David would always step in to help us as much as possible. Not just my group, but many groups too. So thank you, David, and we'll have David say a few words too. So, yeah. You go ahead, say a few words too. Yeah. Oh, that's right, your mic. Okay.
Welcome to my job. It's really good to see people coming out this close to Christmas and celebrate community and learn something. I appreciate this. This space, it's a really nice space, and it's sat empty for a couple of years. I'm glad to see the community coming back. I do want to mention a couple of logistical things. If you need to use the restroom, it's right out there on the other side of this wall to the left a little bit. If you would please silence your cell phones right now. This be a really good time to do it. You probably won't want to browse the internet because the speakers will be really interesting. But if you have to, there are some signs around here on placards. I see them on the back shelf there that have the code for the Wi-Fi. You can do that. And I wanted to mention that I'm hosting a user group on January 6th, the Tuesday evening at 6 p.m. in this room, as well as the Chicago Cloud Computing User Group. We would love to have you there. It's a new group. We're trying to get more people involved in that. And please register. I put the URL up there, chicagocloudug.com. Please register so you can get those little stickers and get you in the building a lot easier. And so we know how much pizza to order and so on. It's going to be a really good time. We have Tim Rayburn from Dallas, Texas flying up to talk about MCP server in January. Thanks a lot. Have a great time.
Thank you, David. Okay. Okay. Here. Okay, just a quick word to introduce you about the AI Collective. Actually, may I ask how many of you already have joined some of our meetups? Or yeah, great, awesome. Thank you for coming back again. We like. Actually, I'm going to do a survey too at some point. So just make sure you're connected with us. Subscribe to our Luma calendar. You can find us AI Collective on the Luma calendar too. But really quick things, if you are new. We are a nonprofit grassroots community that's uniting all kinds of pioneers. So this is kind of a picture of the early days of America. That's what our founder, Chappie, kind of used that. So it's interesting. So he's kind of describing we're here, we're really progressing with human, progression through time. So we are uniting. We're not just about technology. We in fact are very inclusive. So we have technologists, we have investors, startup founders, and that's why you're here today to be pitching builders, educators, product marketing, all kinds of people that are interested, right, in AI, and you want to be a part of it and also participating in all of the conversations too. There's been a lot of confusion as such. So I'm just gonna go to the next page. Okay, so just a quick note too. Currently, we're expanding worldwide. So as you can see, here we're everything. I'm not just the Chicago chapter organizer, and then with me today is also Crystal Rogers too from organizing team. So thank you. And so we're here for representing Chicago, but I also oversee all of North America, Western Hemisphere, and also the Latin America chapters as well. And then we also have presence in, as you can see, Europe and Middle East and Africa and Asia Pacific. And also we're trying to expand to Australia. If you know of anybody too in any parts of the world that they like to have an AI collective chapter, let me know and we can kind of plug you into. So And then as you can see, we have 100,000 plus members now, and we have 110 plus global chapters and in 20 plus countries currently. So. Okay, next thing is just the last slide here. Is just make sure you join our community if you haven't already done so. That's the QR code. And if you also can go to aicollective.com, you can find us there too. And you can also click on the link that says join the community. Or if you'd like to help us too, we're also welcoming folks to help us, help at events, for example, things like that too. So yeah, so thank you. Thanks for letting me talk in here. And thank you again. And to Gopher Security, it's actually Alan. We met at 1871, I think. And Alan said, well, let's do something together. So that's why we have this event tonight. So thank you again.
Yes, amazing. Thank you so much. Big round of applause for
Oh,
Mary.
thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'd like to invite John. John, please come up to stage. So you'll give a quick talk on the legal side for startups. I know everyone's building startups, and something very important is the legal aspect. So John will give a quick talk on that.
Yes, hello everyone. My name is John Dungan. I work for Kirshner Sklejewski Law, LLC, and I cannot say that 4 times fast. It is a mouthful, and I know that. And honestly, introducing myself like that seems so dry because that's honestly just how people see attorneys, like their name, their career, and the firm they work for. But that's not really what you should see lawyers as. We are people that can help you through things, especially in the startup community where you're, not confident in your work, but you have something worth of value. You need to be able to hold on to that because that's what you need to protect. There are bad actors out there. They will try to screw you over at sometimes. And I don't want you to have to fear any type of lawyer getting involved in helping you and guiding you in how to help yourself. When I met Alan, or met up with Alan a few weeks ago, we went to business school together. It just reminded me that, when you're going out there, when you're a new business or a small business, you, you know, don't really know what you're doing, but you have something. And so I just wanted to be here tonight because I want to be able to tell you all that there are lawyers for everything, but we all know that you don't want a lawyer. The day will come where someone screws you over and you'll have to shop around for whatever you need. But just have confidence that there are people out there that are willing to help you through that. And they don't want to just throw a big bill at you and say, here, pay this. There are lawyers out there that will work with you with every hour that they're spending. So don't always fear it. We're here to help. And yeah, that's basically why I'm here. And I hope you all have fun tonight and enjoy the pitches and learn a little something about everyone else. Cheers.
Amazing. Thank you so much, John. Really appreciate that. So if anyone has any legal problems, we know who to go to. It's John. So call the man right here. So now I'd like to invite Daksh up. Please come up, Daksh. Oh, there you go.
You. Well, good evening, everyone. My name is Daksh, and I am the founder of a company called Orco. And I know tonight is meant to be, forward-looking and all about everyone's New Year's resolutions. But I actually wanted everyone to take a step back and reflect on the year we just had. In the AI space, so much has come. We've seen monumental progress in terms of MCP. We now have agentic AI that can go and touch so many things. And now we have multi-agent orchestration. And it looks like next year is not going to slow down at all. Which is why my New Year's resolution is to share what I like to call and just have everyone take a step back and always think about what they put to AI and how they're using it, which is what Orco does. What we are is we help companies decide when to use AI responsibly. We predict which AI will work and which will fail so that your AI investments get the maximum ROI. So for the winners tonight, I've done a lot of AI research, so now it's my time to share that. So for the winners tonight, for first place, they will get a 2-hour consultation looking over their entire AI workflow, whether they're using Cursor, whether they're using ChatGPT, whether they're using Claude, all of their stuff. And we will help them optimize that to make sure they're running in a way that is compliant, in a way that is risk adverse, as well as 3 free months of usage of our tool. So if you're a startup, that's a pretty nice offer. And then the same goes for second and third, just with smaller items. And I don't want this to be about my startup because it's about the startups that are presenting. But if you are ever curious about what we do, our QR code is right here, and you're more than welcome to take a look. But thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Dax. Big round of applause for Dax. Fantastic. So now for a quick little talk about cybersecurity. So show of hands, which of the startups here, when you guys first started building your startup, you thought of cybersecurity first, how to secure your startup? Oh, amazing. We have two people. Okay, that's great. So it's good to show that people have that at top of mind. But obviously, being a startup, you're very focused on building, how to make things work, especially with things like MCP now. We're seeing this happening more and more frequently as fast as it's evolving. And actually, another interesting stat on the survey when you guys registered, I asked who's planning to use MCP in their startup, in their AI program, and 58% replied that they are planning to use MCP. So that just shows the fast, massive adoption that MCP is driving. I also don't know if you guys saw in the news, but it was donated to the Linux Foundation this week. So that's another big step forward in the adoption of MCP. And so the thing with MCP is there's minimal security in it. So us at Gopher, we recognize that this is a big security gap where startups are focused on building, they're focused on making sure that everything works. And one example that I always bring to mind recently on the news is that the 23andMe case. So 23andMe case was a unicorn company, thriving unicorn company that was doing super well. Maybe if you guys haven't heard of them, you send them your genetic data, then they give you their ancestral history. They also give you so many health condition problems that they might recognize through your DNA. And so the situation with this company was that they were undergoing a brute force attack for 6 months. And this attack was happening without them even knowing. And the average detection time for an attack has been around 2 months. And so at the point that they realized that this attack occurred, 5 million genetic medical records were exfiltrated by the bad actors. So that's HIPAA violations, that's tons of violations, you name it. And so instantly the company was hit with class action lawsuits, and within maybe at the end of the situation, they got sold off for 5% of their net worth. So situations like this, obviously, it's sad to see a company just be destroyed over one cybersecurity incident. But now with MCP being in play, there's so many more threat vectors, attack vectors for cyber criminals to take advantage of. And so what we're doing at Gopher is we're providing you all of the critical elements that would be needed to protect your MCP servers, make sure your AI infrastructure is secure from any type of attacks like this. So first of all, we provide deep inspection and observability. So there's a big initiative in the cybersecurity CISO community on identifying where the incidents occur. So what's the point of the incident? And especially if you're integrating a lot of different AI systems, it's very hard to pin down what caused it, who's responsible. So that's why inspection and observability is very important. Second is context-aware access controls. So obviously we all have 2FA, MFA. Those are all critical to make sure that there is, any type of credential, like compromised credential attacks, like the 23andMe case. But what we've designed is context-aware authentication, which you could think of it as 2FA, then it evolved into MFA, now it's CAA, where our AI authentication engine is actually running 1,000 plus contextual factors like user identity, IP addresses, device ID, biometrics, geolocations, all of these different factors combined that are being scanned in order to verify that the user is the correct user or is the authorized user to access any of your AI systems. And then their identity is also being verified. If it's a human identity, non-human identity, you want to make sure that everything is checked off. And then policy enforcement as well. So nowadays, everyone's traveling, working remotely. So you want to make sure you have granular policy controls to protect all of your corporate assets. And finally, quantum safe networking. So what is post-quantum security? Does anyone know any idea for? Great, one person. So that's another issue we're trying to tackle because quantum security is something that is blinded by the forest of AI security. Everyone's very hyper focused on AI security because it's top of mind for everyone. But we're missing the big picture of quantum security, which is beyond the tree line, because when quantum computers have practical deployment, our standard PKI RSA encryption is going to be obsolete. And so what that means, it's first of all, national defense security. We're talking energy infrastructure security, basically banking, financial institutions, because what quantum computers will be able to do is they'll instantly decrypt your standard RSA encryption using Shor's algorithm, which will happen immediately. So what we've built into Gopher is a NIST standard Crystal Kyber, which is MLChem. It's an encryption mechanism that's quantum resistant. And so, not to get too technical, basically it'll protect you from quantum attacks. It'll protect your infrastructure, your network. It'll be quantum safe. And that's something we also want to bake into AI security as well to provide AI governance. And so that's kind of Gopher in a nutshell. If you want to learn more about that, I'd love to take any questions after the presentation. But yeah, we're definitely trying to play 5D chess with the hackers because we want to be 5 steps ahead, not 2 steps ahead. A pretty shocking, alarming stat is that the 4th largest GDP, quote unquote, for it's $11 trillion, and it's the global GDP for cybersecurity criminals. So if you're thinking like, do cyber criminals have resources to get quantum computers, or can they have to launch these sophisticated attacks? The answer is yes, they definitely do. So it's something we should all definitely be preparing for, from both an AI perspective and as well as a quantum safe perspective. Thank you so much. All right. So now for the fun part. Thank you for your attention. Now I'd love to kick off the startup pitches. If we could have the judges also introduce themselves, we can go ahead and do a quick intros, and then we could start the lightning pitches.
Sure. Brian Thompson from DePaul University. I teach strategy and economics, and I know many of the people in the room, and I appreciate the opportunity. I'm also a recent member of West Suburban Angels as well, so definitely looking to learn more and meet new people here.
I'll just stay here. Mithul Gandhi, I'm the chief architect and one of the co-founders at SEO Clarity. We are a marketing technology SaaS platform founded a long time ago, 2007. So we've been in this a while, but we started pretty much exactly like this in one room. So excited to be here. Thanks.
I guess I don't need to waste your time introducing myself again. So I'm Mary Gwigleski. I'm with the AI Collective in here. So thank you.
Thank you so much. All right. So now for our first presenter, we have John from Chimera. Thank you so much, John. Please come up. Big round of applause for John.
Thank you. I'm going to do my best to break the best for last paradigm here. Hey everyone, my name's John Chapman, and I'm the CEO and co-founder of Chimera Technologies. At Chimera, we believe that professional finance has been gatekept by Wall Street institutions for too long. Everyone, no matter how much money they currently have or make, or who they know, should have access to professional quality investment advice, information, and strategies. The same services and results that the wealthy already benefit from, while the rest of us are left to fend for ourselves. We figured out a way to pair a Wall Street quantitative investment system with AI agents and a proprietary AI orchestration layer, allowing anyone to use and benefit from the same strategies and tools used by big banks, hedge funds, and the best of wealth managers. The system design is novel to the point where we're actually in the process of filing multiple patents based off of what we've built thus far. We didn't train our AI on market data or investment strategies or financial texts. We actually trained our AI orchestrator on solving complex financial problems while providing it the statistical tools, the machine learning based algorithms, and the data to do so. Every financial solution you get is the result of real live market data, mathematics, and tried and true investment strategies, with Kai just acting as a deterministic bridge between the user and our investment system. The result is an investment AI that is repeatable, accurate, and auditable. highly important for a regulated industry like institutional finance. So with this novel product in hand, how do we fulfill our mission? By using AI to automate and customize investment services, bringing them to the public through the same institutions that don't currently have the capacity to service them. Just in the US, we plan to partner with over 300,000 financial advisors, 15,000 RIAs to solve their capacity problem, allowing one advisor to do the work of 10, broadening their reach and bringing professional investing and wealth management services to the masses. What's our traction? My co-founder and I are both former Wall Street professionals, and we bootstrapped our way to an MVP that we actually launched in August of this year. It has over 80 users, including wealth managers, investment professionals, and retail investors. And we actually signed our first 3 clients this fall, representing $100,000 in ARR. We officially started fundraising in October, and we're raising $3 million to scale our back-end system, refine our front end, and start to build our marketing and business development efforts. In the last couple of weeks, this is actually the exciting part, we've closed our first investor commitments. We plan on closing our round in this new year, along with starting to execute our prospective client pipeline and achieving 2 million in ARR. That's it. Really excited for all of the other pitches to come, and I wish everyone the best of luck.
Some questions from the judges.
Forgot about that part.
I guess my first question would be, how do you address, right, there is security, like data security? That's, we know it's an issue, but how do you address
Yeah,
that?
of course. So our client data stays with our clients. We actually don't train our AI on any client data. So it stays in a siloed system for every individual client. And then the security compliance that we built in from a privacy perspective is GDPR compliant.
Great presentation and super cool concept. You talked about your go-to-market, about going through the advisors.
Yeah.
A lot of them already have systems in place, and AI is becoming more and more of a commodity. Anybody can go into a ChatGPT and maybe ask the question. That's a good enough. How do you differentiate yourself from the onslaught of consumer AI that's
Yeah, I think that's a great question. Something that we've kind of determined through interviews with advisors and folks who work in the industry. Unfortunately, they can't really use ChatGPT for their day-to-day work at the moment. It's not reliable. A lot of the results that they get, my co-founder has a good joke. If you ask ChatGPT, what's a bigger number, 0.11 or 0.91, it'll tell you 0.11. And so I think there's a general acknowledgement that you can't really use this for that type of service. And so firms are looking for ways to fill this. And so what we found is that, yeah, for email and note taking, there are some AI tools, but for the investment management pieces, the financial planning, no firm yet has really been able to kind of cross that bridge without a software structure. That's something that we have built. So we're hoping to get there first. And then on top of that, right now, if you look at an RIA, they have a disaggregated software stack. They have a lot of different software providers that are doing kind of every single piece of the investment process. We hope to unify that under one system.
Quick question. So is the value creation coming from saving time or performance?
A mix of both, actually. So with a tool like ours, you can build every individual client a completely custom financial solution. Right now, a lot of financial solutions are pretty much off the shelf based off of kind of 3 or 4 key factors: your age, your risk tolerance, when you'd like to retire. But people are a lot more complex than that, and they might have specific needs that we can kind of build a solution that perfectly matches who they are and what they need. On top of that, we can do that in a fraction of the time that it takes for an advisor to have done that in the past. So in their best iteration, someone who can spend a huge amount of time, who's a market expert, they might be able to do this over the course of hours. We have eliminated that work for them.
So there's like back tested results then, like in terms of like you're outperforming.
So our current strategies can outperform the market, but it's really about building the best solution for the individual. And so anyone from investing will say like one strategy is always going to work at a specific point in time better than another. It's not necessarily always about that. It's about having the right solution for the right individual tailored to their needs at any given point in time.
Got it. Thanks.
Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you very much, John. Big round of applause for John. What a great presentation. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Now for our next presenter, we have Ballbeck. Mr. Juan.
Looks very big. Huh?
Yes. Yes.
All right. All right, everybody. Well, do you guys know that one of the biggest problems in child literacy is access to books? Crazy, huh? And I know this firsthand because when I was working with AWS, I had a customer that did that. They were trying to get children to read. And whether there were problems with the publisher or there were problems trying to create their own books, which took months and it took thousands of dollars, books were always a problem. So that's where the idea of creating an application that helps you create children's book came from. My name is Juan Peredo. I am the founder of Welbeck Imagine. And this is an application that helps you bring your stories to life. Whether you're a teacher that needs a story for a particular kid so he doesn't get left behind, you're a parent that wants to bring a story that you've created with your kid and make it personal to them, or you are an organization or even a therapist that needs a story to have tough conversations with a kid. This is a platform that helps you create all those stories. Okay? So we help you create those stories by letting you upload your story, and we help you create all the images, the animation, the voiceovers, and even translate it to 30 or so languages. All of these in just a couple of hours instead of months. Just a few dollars instead of thousands, right? So it will cost you whatever you had for lunch today will be more than what you would pay to create a book. Think about the impact that can have in kids. And they're highly customizable, right? You can create a traditional children's book, you can create a comic book, you can create a coloring book in any which way you want. Additionally, right, there was one of our customers that created 3 versions of the same book. One for her boy, one for her little girl, and one for a kid that had a disability. 3 books in just a couple hours, each one of them targeted. And we have a number of customers, including a nonprofit that's helping create books that are used to teach children in India. And we're here to ask for your help. We need to expand the platform. We need to create more books so that they can reach more kids, so they can make them happy and entertainment rather than them being in the next Xbox or glued to the TV. So if anybody has any warm introductions or connections in schools, or if you just want to create a story, we want to talk to you. And if you're an investor and you have a few bucks extra in your pocket, we'll be happy to talk to you. And that's it. Any questions?
Go ahead. Thanks for that. Just a clarification, are these printed books or are they digital?
Excellent question. They're both. So right now you can have either a PDF, which you can download. You can host an animated book in our site, so which have animations and voiceover. Or in the next 2 weeks, we'll also be able to offer printed books. So directly from the application, you'll create the book, you'll order the book, and it'll get to your home.
And where do you see your target market, your largest target markets being?
I think at the beginning, our target markets are going to be in the education. So bilingual schools, charter schools. that have a bigger funding than the traditional public schools. But at the end of the day, anybody that wants to create a book is welcome to create a book. But like I said, we'll target for the at first these three use cases.
Who does this displace? So book creation is an expensive proposition, as you mentioned.
Yes.
So who are you disintermediating in this?
So we are they will have that number of people that we're going to be disrupting. So traditional publishers, right? So that will be number one, right? Like you just said, there's 3 months, thousands of dollars versus 2 days, $20, right? So we're going to definitely be disrupting them. We're also going to be disrupting the traditional online publishing market, right? Because we're not only going to be able to create the books, we'll be able to create animations, we'll be able to create animated books. So we'll be disrupting them as well, right? And additionally, one of the things that I'm proud that we're gonna be offering soon is the ability to upload images to the application, right? So if you're an artist, you don't have to be displaced by this. You can help build this platform and also have your art displayed in the books as well.
All right. You have to forgive me because I'm not a technologist,
Yeah, no
but I am a
worries.
strategist. And so I guess in terms of like sustainability, like why can't Grok, 8.0 do everything you just mentioned? Like I'm just thinking like, does it become commoditized by companies that have engineers working night and day on everything?
You are absolutely right. But let me ask you this. When was the last time you went to the butcher?
To the butcher?
To the
I'm
butcher.
vegetarian.
No, to the butcher to get your meat. Or when did you go to a market? Right? We don't go to those places anymore. Right? We go to a supermarket where everything is easy for you to grab. This platform makes it easy for people that want to create books to do everything they need in one place.
So then what's the go-to-market strategy then? Since it's going to be like more like the butcher, like how do you get people to come to you versus
So we're the supermarket, right? So in this scenario, the chat GPTs and the Groks, they are things that are focused on the whole world, right? So they'll be generic and they'll be doing their own thing. This is specific to people that want to create books, right? And this will be their supermarket where they can do everything all in one place.
Okay. Okay.
And are we taking questions from the? I see one question in the back. Are we taking questions from the audience?
Today, in the market, a lot of educational games are becoming popular. Do you do you foresee yourself focusing primarily on books, or do you think you will also get into educational games and other ways through which educators are trying to connect with students?
That's a good question. I think games have a role to play in education, absolutely. And maybe something that we'll do in the future, but right now we're focusing on books and animation and animated materials.
Not right now, but yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. That was good.
Yeah, fantastic product. I think kids really need to, have more reading material. Like when we were younger, we're all playing outside and enjoying, nature. Now you see kids just glued to their phones. So I feel like reading and having some other activities besides, being glued to these screens is something very important. So big round of applause again for Juan. Thank you so much. All right, Mr. Loca, come on up.
Sir. Hey, hello all. My name is Loka, and I'm the co-founder of Oga, a face-to-face interview marketplace. Actually, I will explain the problem through my real-life experience, uh, which is why I started this company. So back in 2020, when my team is hiring a senior software engineer, we made a costly mishire through virtual Zoom interviews. The candidate could not able to perform single simple task once he joined. This caused major delays of our product development, put huge pressure on my team, and cost us money in the form of salary and the business. Later, we discovered that he used some kind of external support during the interview and even gave system access to the outsider, which kept our data at risk. So according to the US deal, one single mishire is costing around $800K. On the other side, as a job seeker, I lost a important opportunity at my dream company because on-site interviews required expensive travel and time off work. So here, companies and the job seekers are both are losing. The solution is the OGA, a face-to-face interview marketplace. So we matches candidates shortlisted by the recruiters with vetted and verified interviewers. These interviewers will conduct in-person interviews in any of the public locations like coffee shops, co-working spaces, and public libraries. And within 24 hours, recruiters will receive a structured feedback, allowing them to confidently move forward with their internal hiring, knowing the candidates has the skills were verified in person. The coming to the traction, today we have around 120 interviewers across US eastern and central regions, uh, and we are currently running active pilots and having ongoing conversations with staffing firms and hiring managers. And the ask today is, if anyone in this room are tech founders, hiring managers, or the job seekers who are looking or hiring in tech industry, please try out our product, and you can scan the QR code, or you can go to the www.oga.co. I'm confident you will love this approach of hiring. Yeah. So, yeah. If you have any questions.
Yeah, thank you, Loka. I'm just curious too. So, are you expecting you sell your service as some in a way? Who do you sell to? Right? Is it like staffing firms?
Yeah,
You're
staffing
expecting?
firms, startup. So currently, my go-to market is startup companies and staffing firms
Okay.
who are doing the tech interviews,
Okay.
tech hiring, basically.
Okay.
Going to start with tech hiring.
Okay. And then another question I'm also wondering too, because you're gonna be doing like filming somebody or those kind of things, and how do you deal with like there could be like
So
fake?
we built our platform. It's not a filming. It's going to record it through our platform itself,
Okay.
and that recorded interview will directly send to the tech recruiter who posted the job. It is not going to
Okay.
save anywhere apart from the S3.
Okay.
So it's sent as a form of a link,
Okay.
so that only the recruiter or hiring manager who posted the job will get the access to check the video. I mean, to take better decision as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you can prevent like that was my concern. Like,
Yes.
what if somebody is faking something, right? They may not be the actual person. That
Yeah,
type of
no,
stuff, right?
it won't happen. Yeah, the
they
verification
won't
will be done.
happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you.
I have so many questions. So, firstly, just as a background, we've had this exact same situation happen to us,
Yeah,
and
definitely.
it's
going to-
incredibly widespread. The challenge, though, I want to be really get to the meat of what you're trying to solve is it validation and verification of the candidate that you're
That's,
trying to solve, or the skill qualification?
skill qualification,
Okay.
the technology.
So the solution, just so that I understand, is a face-to-face interview for skill qualification,
Right.
so that they're not using AI to answer the questions in a
Yeah,
remote
third party,
interview,
some kind of
or
proxy
having
which
somebody
send-
else take the
Yeah,
interview for
exactly.
them on a Zoom with their camera off, kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. So questions here for key challenges. Interviewing is a skill, it's an art, and two interviews are not the same.
Right.
So are these for specific job roles that have very structured kind of interview things that can be asked?
So-
Or is it a niche interviewing, or
Right now it's very niche. We are going with only tech and programming languages such as Java, AWS as well.
Okay.
And also we vetted our interviewers in 4 different ways. Like only the interviewer can onboard into our platform by the referral itself. Then only then one of our team member will interview him, how strong he is in technology and how strongly he is going to judge the job seeker. And also the other thing is, in our platform itself, recruiter can request what kind of questions can a interviewer can ask as. So we have everything set up in the platforms.
Okay.
The platform is live. You can just scan.
So 120 verified interviewers. What's the distribution? How do you scale that up? You have staffing firms that are clients of yours, but how do you plan to scale up the interviewers?
Right now, so currently I'm still talking to the staffing firms. I mean, they are posting the questions on our, the jobs on our platform, but they are about to set up the face-to-face interview. So right now, I'm planning to do to validate. I'm planning to validate my idea through these 120 interviewers and to the staffing firms who are on our platform.
Okay, and what's the business model, as in the pricing model? How does that work on this?
It's a paper. Right now, we are doing paper interview. It's a $250. Major chunk will go to the interviewer in that. Yeah.
Okay. Very cool.
But right now it's not any subscription or something. It's a paper interview.
Yeah, I think you did a good job of like laying out the problem. It's very clear on the business model. So is that the only way? Do you see any type of subscription model, any kind of reoccurring opportunity?
So we built like this platform in such a way that the job seekers and recruiters can utilize this platform throughout their life. So it's a kind of LinkedIn platform. So once we got enough people, we are building some AI tools. Like for example, if a job seeker wants to apply to the job, what he really needs. Let's say if I'm a job seeker, if I want to go to some other Dallas, I don't know what companies are there apart from the company which I'm applying. What is the living cost? What is the crime rate over there? So based on the job location, we are going to display all those details. So we are building these kind of features around one single job push. So once we are good with that development, then we are going to provide the subscription model as well for the job seekers.
Got it.
And the recruiters as well.
And then who on your team, like, do you have somebody who's in charge of sales? Do you have like a chief sales officer? Is there a team of salespeople?
Right now we are 3 co-founders. We 3 are the tech people. Once I got
it. There it is, right there.
once we got once we got good customers, then maybe we'll scale up to hiring the other people.
So Dux, I can talk loud. It's
you got a lot of voice.
Yeah. So as someone taking a lot of job interviews, sometimes it's not just an interviewer who's interviewing. Sometimes it's the actual team itself, and they're verifying, fit inside, my organization. If I'm a product manager, I might be assessing someone from my specific team. So how do you replace kind of that factor? My team member, I'm not looking at like fit. Is that?
So we are not replacing the internal hiring system. It's a first round of interview to know whether this potential job seeker has all the required skills to perform this job or not. Once you got that feedback, then you're going to continue with your internal hiring.
Like in terms of like coding, isn't this just an extra step then on top of like lead code or something? Wouldn't lead code give you the same result if there's still other steps after?
I can use any kind of third party to use the lead code or something. It's right now this platform I built only to whether a company should know whether this job seeker has all the required skills before he is coming into their internal round of hiring.
Great presentation. Yeah, I've seen videos of people doing an interview. They slap like a phone on the computer and they're answering like, "Is this who I lost my job opportunity to? Is this guy?" Well, yeah. Thank you so much, Loka. Okay, next up we have Starplot. Please come up. Okay, Ulysses.
There you go, sir. Thank you.
What a beautiful sweater too.
Appreciate it. Thanks to my wife, she forces me. So as long as he doesn't know, I said she forced me. My name is Ulysses David. I'm the founder and CEO of Starplot. It's a partner operating system for B2B companies. So one big number is that B2B commerce globally is it's a little over $47 trillion. It's going to reach $47 trillion by 2020, and 50% of this runs through partners, right? Which is an outsize. Like, you want to buy something, you go to a supermarket. Somebody spoke about supermarkets here. You don't directly always go to the producer themselves. So that's one way of how partnership works. But in spite of having such an outsized impact on commerce, most of the operational aspect of partnership still runs through emails, phone calls, sometimes Slack, and then slide decks, right? and I'm being very self-aware because I have a typo in there, commerce instead of commerce, because it was done on the car. I had to get that out. So uh, what we are trying to do is to solve for this problem where there's no true operationalization of partnerships. And this is a lived experience for me. So I ran a customer team at a $5 billion company. I had a little over $150 million under management with my team. And we realized that partners were very vital for the retention and growth of our customers. So a lot of organizations, when it comes to go to market, look at partnerships as a top of the funnel lead generation mechanism. We realized partnerships and ecosystem are much more valuable, especially in the AI age. You know what AI does? That's just a lot of noise, and it's also leveled the playing field of creating new products and going to market. So what this now creates is there's a lack of trust among people. Like if everybody's saying the same thing, who's valuable? So then what you do is you need to find somebody that you trust to tell you this is valuable. That's where partnerships come in. And this is the problem we are working to solve. We are in the process of onboarding 2 pilot customers right now uh, with 10 partners each. And our goal for 2026 is to have at least 100 organizations on the platform. And our long-term vision is to be the new system of records for go-to-market commerce, replacing Salesforce. That's what I should talk about Ask. So Ask is we are trying to raise 800,000 in pre-seed and hope to close our seed round by the end of 2026.
Okay, so yeah, that's good. I think what you're trying to solve seems like, yeah, definitely necessary to manage like partner all these things. But how? Because you don't have a demo right now. I'm just trying to imagine, right? The type of actual functionality. What will you be having? Is it mostly just partner? You
Okay,
can
good.
be
So
doing something.
what it's from end to end. So what from a functionality perspective, what we have is you can find your partners on our platform. So we are creating a data-driven marketplace.
Okay.
So if you want to go into a new country, new vertical, new city, and you want to enter the market there, you know, you need to find the right partner. Right now, how most often it happens, it's either through Google still. You know, you try to find somebody and then you say, hey, does this work out? Or you reach out to your network, or you try to hire a partner manager who comes with the network. The problem with that is you're kissing a lot of toads. So there's almost a 50% hit or miss rate there. Our goal is to use uh, a data and AI driven matching mechanism for that. And we want to capture the data that is not pay to play to drive like, you know, who you want to actually match with.
So it can be for any industry. Is that
Yeah,
correct?
so our initial wedge is in the software, B2B SaaS. That's where me and my co-founder have our expertise in. But what we've come to realize is that almost every industry has this problem. So we are not only creating the marketplace. So ultimately, the marketplace is it's going to take a while for us to have the right data for it to be truly effective. What we are initially starting with is building collaboration. So if you're going to market with a different organization, the problem right now is that you have your own CRM, they have their own CRM, and you have to figure that out. How do you compare and how do you collaborate? And also, partnership has not been truly disrupted by AI yet. The rest of the go-to-market motion has been, right, from marketing, BDR, sales, and customer success and support. But partnership is just starting there. The value proposition here is that we are building it for the whole go-to-market team. So partner marketing and marketing at different companies can collaborate together. If you're in customer success in 2 organizations, you can collaborate together. Okay. So we are building the right frameworks for data to be shared securely.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
Could you talk a little bit about the size of the B2B companies that you're going after for something like this?
So our ICP is those are in scaling right now. between 5 million in revenue to 100 million. But our pilot's a little smaller because we want to build up to that. We have a lot of interest from more established companies that have more than 6,000, 7,000 employees. But we are really pushing back because they will kill before, and that's one of the reasons we're raising the pre-seed to get to a level where it can be GA and for a public company to come on.
So, given the size of the companies you're going after, sounds like you're building a marketplace where they can go find partners. Is that right? Or
Yes,
do they
that's
have
a
to already
long-term
know the
vision.
partner?
Sorry?
Currently, do they already have to know the partners they want to work with?
They do have, and one of the things, we are offering a partnership as a service solution to onboard our initial 10 customers on. We're actually helping them find the partners. Yeah, I don't know if that answers your question.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Great, thank you. So how do you get paid? Or how do you charge?
Licensing fee flat, tiered, depending on the size of the organization. We have realized we don't want to make it per seat, so we actually want the whole organization on our platform. Our ultimate goal is that we will build trust and transparency on our platform, so you really know who you're working with, not just what they want to say or what's publicly stated from a marketing place. So if you're a services organization, we want to know what's the capability of each of your individual consultants, right? So there's a flat fee, then there's a usage-based fee for enablement. That's a pay-per-use. And then we are trying to figure out how to commercialize our marketplace as the model of like getting a percentage of the revenue that we are figuring it out. Right now, our initial pilots are doing revenue share for the partners that we bring in.
And again, because we can't visualize it, but like, can you maybe illustrate what you'll do different than the company would do on their own research? You know what I mean? I guess I'm having trouble visualizing that.
Okay, so we are an operational tool, right? So you have to want to scale with partners. So anybody that's selling, if you're a product company, that if you go beyond $5-10 million, your direct sales will eat into your gross margins. That's what it is, right? Ultimately, your valuation comes down to, how what kind of margins you have. So you start scaling. So if you were to do this on your own and, you use any of the traditional with this Excel sheets or anything else, you could probably do it, right? Our biggest value proposition is onboarding a partner currently takes weeks to months to sometimes years, depends on if it's a GSI or a global solution integrator, somebody like Capgemini, you want to partner with them, it's going to take 2 to 3 years, right? We are going to reduce that drastically, almost 80% to days or weeks, depending on the size of the services organization. We're going to reduce your cost to do all of these because of the fact that ours is a managed SaaS solution. And so you don't need to have the operational expense, which most organizations from our feedback, it's between $500,000 to $2 million. And this is all in the tech industry, right? And our pricing would be much smaller than that. So that's how and it's an operational tool, which currently doesn't exist. People have what you call partner relationship managers, which is very targeted in a siloed way to partner managers. The problem with that is that every company is going to have their own, portal, right? So if you are a scaling company, you're going to have 50 to 100 partners. So nobody's going to, sign up, or, most people hate partner portals because it really dies. Data is not there, so people just default to emails. What we are doing is we are giving value to everybody to be on the platform itself. And so there's true trust here rather than just a portal.
Great, thank you.
Thank you so much. Great presentation. Actually, for our GTM as well, it's partners are 50% of that. So I definitely think there's a lot of value in this, in partnerships. Yeah, especially in cybersecurity, so risk averse. So having a channel partner, someone who's a partner that can vouch for you, makes a big difference in the sales cycle. Yes, please go ahead. Question at the back.
So this is going to sound like I'm some sort of Microsoft sycophant, but my company is in the middle of putting our products onto the Microsoft Marketplace. And I was just curious whether you're familiar with that kind of environment, because I've been kind of blown away with all the capabilities out there. I can put all of our products out there, different types, software as a service, from that to platform as a service, um, add-ins for Office. You can do, you have price matrices. You can, obviously the customers are out there, but also you can do multi-party deals with a system integrator. You can have more than one ISV. The distributors are out there now. The Microsoft Field is on there. So, and you can do custom, you can have a standard contract, but you can have custom. Obviously you're on a platform there where you can take advantage of marketing to like push your offers out to people. So like, let's take my case. How do you complement what I'm already able to do?
That's actually a very good question. So it's not just Microsoft, right? If you Google has this, so these are the hyperscalers. So AWS, Google Cloud, Azure, they are the three primary marketplaces. But what you need to understand is most product companies have their own marketplaces, like where their customers can go and find. And to a lesser extent, they do what Microsoft or Google are doing, right? What we are trying to do is like we'll be actually connected to the hyperscaler marketplace. So if your go to GTM motion is only operating through the Microsoft store, that's good and enough, and that's all the metrics you need. But if you were also selling through other channels, then the Microsoft Marketplace is not going to give you the complete view for how you do this. So organizations that currently work with hyperscalers like Microsoft or GCP or AWS, they still use other partner tools to keep track. It's just very siloed. All of these are very siloed. So what we will do, we don't have the hyperscaler integration yet. It's in our roadmap. For somebody like you'll have the complete picture on StarPlot because we will connect to your CRM, have the data. We'll connect to your hyperscalers or any other marketplace that you connect to.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Another round of applause. Fantastic.
Hello, my name is Bruce Ross, and I'm the founder and CEO of Archaeus. So there's a silent epidemic kind of running across not just the United States, but all over the world. 36 million seniors reported falling last year alone. Of those, 37% needed medical attention. And within that space, the insurance companies spend over $100 billion a year just treating fall victims. This is just one space across many. So what we do at Archaeus, we're making interior spaces intelligent by embedding artificial intelligence and privacy-first sensors directly into the light switches, the power outlets, and the air vents. Every building, every home, every room that you've ever stepped foot into has them. And so we're taking this technology, we own the patents across all of it, both here domestically and globally, to transform not just fall prevention and detection by understanding what happens in the senior living space. We can prevent falls. Let's take a senior, for example. They get up out of bed at the middle of the night. They start walking. Oftentimes, that's when they fall. But because our technology is embedded into the energy infrastructure of the space, we can adjust the lighting when they get up. They go to the bathroom, they come back, we can adjust the lighting back down. No other technology can do this. Many have tried multiple things, everything from cameras to wearables. Nothing's private, so the adoption is low, especially in this community. Now, because we're embedded into the energy infrastructure, and as you can see, the point cloud data is what the AI actually sees. Because we're embedded into the energy infrastructure, we can do so much more than just fall prevention and detection. This works across the smart home market. It works across the energy optimization market, reducing energy consumption by up to 40%, extending power backup systems by up to 60%. In addition, intrusion detection is also a key component of our system. In addition to smart home automation, detecting assets, right? So the AI, for example, because we'll have Bluetooth and ultra wideband sensors also embedded, you can ask the AI in a tag device, where is my phone? Where are my keys? And because we can triangulate and base the technology on all these ubiquitous equipment, fixtures, things that people already expect to have in their space, we're able to do that ubiquitously in any building or home. And so that's what we're building. Again, we own the patents across the board. If anybody is going to be at CES this year, we're actually doing a demo. We have a booth, 62049 is our booth in Eureka Park. Please join us, and that's our story. Thank you.
Very cool idea. What's the differentiation? You mentioned that there's a lot of concern around privacy with wearables, and there are devices that help alert, medical emergency staff and stuff. So how do you differentiate from those?
So we really differentiate by accuracy and privacy. So there are we use millimeter wave radar sensing, so I haven't said that. But we're the only company that uses it holistically, meaning in what's called a triad. All of the other sensor technologies that are using this use a single sensor on a wall. There's occlusions, there's misfires. So we have more accuracy. Now, beyond that, there's the wearables. So we've been talking to assisted living communities and others. A lot of the seniors don't like wearing the wearables. In fact, one of them told us they affixed the watch to their walker. Another is cameras. They put cameras in the bedrooms, but obviously they're not going to put cameras in the bathrooms. A lot of times that's where seniors fall. Just 1 hour on the floor for a senior, their risk of mortality doubles. And so by detecting that immediately, a lot of times when they fall, by the way, they're fine. They just need to get up. Now, last year, 41,000 of them perished, often because no one checked on them for hours or days. And that's another problem. They were fine when they fell. If they had just gotten up, they could walk away. But because no one checked on them, they stayed there. And so that's how they perished. So that's how we differentiate, is simply from the other competitors, is we're private. This is what you see if you go look at it. So if someone were to hack in and say, hey, I got you, this is me, right? So you're not going to have anything that can be personally identifiable. The data stays local. So when we go into the smart home space, the hub is going to be local. The AI machine learning model will be run locally. The only data that we get would be anonymized back to our system. No personally identifiable information. We encrypt it both in transit and at rest. In addition, there's no concern from a security perspective.
So I understand the privacy part now. This seems expensive.
It does. It sounds expensive. It's not.
Okay.
So,
well, just because you're talking about electrical infrastructure, most senior living homes have already been built, or if they're still being built, they have to be retrofitted to put all of these in,
yes,
or to replace every outlet, every vent.
So there's
versus a $400, Apple Watch.
Yeah, it sounds expensive. So there's a company called Span.io. If you go to their website, you'll see what they do. They make these smart panels, smart breaker panels to put into your home. It'll cost you minimum $10,000 for one. And what they can do is pretty amazing. They can tell you how much energy you've used in your master bedroom, for example, or how much energy you've used in your kitchen. They can, and beyond that, they can tell you, there are battery backup systems. So if you have a power backup system, they can say, okay, we're going to keep the master bedroom on, and we're going to keep the kitchen on, but everything else we're going to turn off. We can tell you how much energy your toothbrush used, and we can extend the power backup systems because we can tell you, we'll keep this light switch and this power outlet on in your master bedroom, turn everything else off. So we don't waste the energy that they waste beyond what they're already doing. And they cost $10,000 pop. It'll cost you, for a single family home, 2,000 square feet, about $12,000 to $14,000 to deploy our system using the ubiquitous sensors. And you'll save so much more because, one, it does so much more.
I get the impression you've done this a few times. So where are you at in the fundraising process?
So we bootstrapped this up until this point. We've just kicked off our fundraising round. We're going to kick it off in earnest at CES this year. So we're preparing greatly for that because that's going to be a big show for us. yeah, that's where we are with the fundraising. We're raising $2 million for our first round.
And where do you see the, like, how do you get this to the consumer? Is this through stores? Is this direct? Is this online?
So our go-to-market is going to be age-in-place and assisted living. That's our go-to-market. And the reason we're choosing that market first is multifaceted. We can save up to 40% on energy utilization. Some of these assisted living communities are bleeding cash because their costs are going up tremendously, and their insurance rates are also going up. So we're going to be able to lower their tier. Our pilot starts over the summer of next year with an assisted living community in Mount Prospect. But their cost is going up tremendously. So what we're going to do is reduce their tier by reducing the number of falls, but also reduce their energy cost. And so the unit economics work really well across the board for that.
Got it. Okay, great. Thanks.
Office, Dex, go ahead.
Yeah, this might be a stupid question, but like all the outlets in my room either have like my bed in front of it, or like my desk, or just like a fan, something like that. So how does it work if there's just an item placed in front of an outlet or a vent? Because then the sensor wouldn't be able to detect someone falling.
So certain sensors wouldn't. So the millimeter wave radar sensor can actually see through occlusions, some occlusions, not all. So if you put a metal box in front of your outlet, you're not going to see anything. But there's also the light switch and the air vent. So that gives you that ubiquitous coverage. Sorry, there's a question there.
Two more questions. Well, one more question, please, and then go ahead. You're right there. Yes, please.
So I had a question as well as some comments. So to reduce cost, like someone was mentioning. So the first question is, so if you install the whole system, you're also looking to circuit breakers to turn on and off the certain circuits, so that you optimize the electricity supply, or how are you regulating the?
Yeah, no, great question. So we detect how much energy is coming through the fixture itself. So we know the energy that's coming through. We turn it on and off right at the edge. So this technology is edge-based. Yeah.
Inside that device itself.
Essentially, yes.
The suggestion was, yeah, you can have these devices retrofitted on top of the existing systems, right? So
No,
and then
not exactly. So we're not putting them on top. We're recycling the current fixtures and we're replacing them with ours. That's how the technology is designed.
Yeah, why not? That was so someone already has. So electricians are not cheap. So if you have to call an electrician and do all this stuff rather than buying something at Home Depot and putting on top of it, you can do it yourself.
Way that you can put something on top of a light switch that does this technology. You would still need an electrician, right? You have to run power to it. So the you mean for the outlet? Yeah. So
socket that already exists, then you don't have to worry about calling an electrician who's going to charge you per hour and the travel and all that stuff, which makes it expensive. If I go to Home Depot and buy one and fit it on, it becomes much cheaper for me.
He's got an air vent up there and a light switch.
yeah, which one are you going to do? All of them or just one? So you're gonna connect something on top of a light switch? I mean, that's not our design. I mean, that's just not our design.
I think we have one more question, and then you got the whole crowd riled up. So,
oh, I'm sorry.
Then we'll move on to the next week. We're almost at time.
What does your supply chain look like? Does it go overseas for components, etc.?
So we're working in two different verticals that way. Our goal is not to be in the manufacturing business. So we are in talks with OEMs to manufacture the actual fixtures themselves, and then we provide the engineering and the software, the prototyping for the PCBs and everything, and the software layer. Whereas we're not manufacturing. Now, in the initial phase, our prototypes are built on our own equipment, so 3D printed prototypes, but that's not our goal.
It looks like you're ready for CES because you're gonna have a line of people asking you questions. So, great job! Thank you so much for that presentation. All right, ULife, let's come on to the stage. All right. Thank you, sir. There you go.
Thank you. start off, can I get a show of hands? Like, has anyone tried to make plans but didn't go through because you were busy or you don't know where to go? Cool, cool. Okay, so my name is Ruben Cherian. I'm a senior at DePaul University, and what we've done is we've built an app called ULife. So what we do is essentially is we want to bring moments for people, like to go outside, enjoy life outside, visit like restaurants, bars. So our whole like the whole problem is like none of these restaurants or hospitality services are struggling. They're struggling right now to get people to come to their service. And so what we're doing is essentially businesses will hop on our app called New Life. And so what we do is uh, these hospitality services can promote and create different communities for users. So we're primarily targeting Gen Z, which is like your college students and postgrads. And so a lot of these postgrads and college students are like into like FOMO. They want something that's new. They want something that's interesting, right? So we try to build communities like through these hospitality services, create these communities so that like different users can interact with them. And so the one thing we're trying to do is like we've noticed a lot of like restaurants, bars, they try to promote their events through Instagram or like ad boost through TikTok, and they've seen results but not to like the point where they want it to be. So what we have done is like users can use like these businesses can use a way where it's a premium way to attract these consumers. And so that's what we've done is create quests. So businesses create quests to get people to come to their business. So for example, like if I see like an event at River and they want to say like, oh, come to our event, we'll give you 700 points and you can, get a free shot in the same time, right? So that 700 points is an incentive where users can build up those points to, have discounts on other services. So that's what we have been planning to do. Um, so, like, what our goals for this upcoming year is to make sure that we can rack up like 500K users, get a lot of these businesses and orgs to join our app, and try to be top 20 on the App Store.
I'm just gonna ask. Um, Hello. Okay. So are you saying you're only targeting Gen Z? So how can you tell, right? Is it going to be mobile app that you're
Yeah, so the way we're marketing is right now is we're starting to get people on to make TikTok videos and like Instagram videos and interviewing different restaurant owners and like businesses and promoting our app through platforms like TikTok and Instagram. And so we primarily want to do Gen Z first is because that's where like a lot of like for example, like a lot of my friends are like into new things, right? So like if we're targeting like student orgs or like student orgs, for example, like they would be like, oh, this is something cool because we can create a community, show our friends this, and then from there, like a lot of these businesses like hospitality services can thrive because you're getting all these young guys coming in and enjoying it.
okay? So your business that you're going to be partnering with, that you'll be, essentially advertising their business, to Gen Zers, those business will be mostly in the hospitality, maybe restaurants or travel or something like that. Is that
So
correct?
restaurants, bars, clubs,
Oh,
like
yeah.
all those like
Yeah, all those.
ways where people can go out and connect,
Okay.
essentially.
Okay. All right. Okay. Okay, cool.
Thank you. What's the business model? How do you make money?
So how we make money is essentially is so these bars, restaurants, and hospitality services, what they do is they basically set X amount of points, so like 500 points, right? So what we have done is we calculate the economics of like how like every user they try to get in. So like a user has their profile, they have like a QR scanner, right? So when they scan their QR code to the location where they're trying to get the points, that's when we charge. We charge the business like, okay, you have one customer, the 500 points will equal like $4. So you guys owe us $4. So that's what we have tried to do. So we want to promise like a cheaper way for businesses so that they can get more traction to their front doors. We've also, there's other models like premium features. So we have a consumer premium feature where like what we have done is like consumers can get points like ad boost and points, not ad boost, but like points boosted and ways to find different locations in a easier way.
So can you tell us about how you're going to reach the businesses?
So right now, what we've done is we just walked around the city, pitched our idea to restaurants. A lot of them are interested. So far, we got traction is like 5 bars, 5 restaurants. But then what we were thinking about is like in DePaul, there's a lot of restaurants and bars there. So what we've done so far is reach out to a lot of student orgs, get their idea and like get the students' idea of like the app. And then from there, we're just pitching to like the restaurants and bars near DePaul. So they know like the students are into it. So we just grow from there.
And then are the points fixed, or like does like the bar or restaurant, do they have the ability to dial up or dial down based upon demand?
So so the business side, they have an analytics dashboard. So what they can see is like, I have 500, if I want 500 points, I'll get close to 30 customers, and we can put a cutoff there because we don't want inflation in with the point system.
Mhm.
So that's what the analytics do. They can target how many users they want based on how many points they want to give up, so that they don't have to pay more money to get more points.
Mhm.
Doc?
So I have two questions. One is, how do you determine what quest is best suited for like a person? Every student, every kid my age, we all have different interests, different hobbies. So a quest that resonates with one person may not resonate with another. So is it a set quest per bar, or is it different for?
So it's based on like different communities. So like say like for example, you're into the gym, right? So so essentially like you're into like all different gym communities, like any services about that, right? If you join like the gym community of like say like Planet Fitness, right? And whatever like planet that's like the AI component in our app is like any gyms nearby that are promoting like services, like for example, you can come to our gym for 30 days for like a cut price. You'll be interested in that. Like, oh, it's much cheaper. Maybe I want to try that out. So what we've done is like incentive for a user, they once they join, there's like a survey where they can like see like what interests them. And so we build their communities based on what they're interested about.
But for like just for this one right here on the example, you bring two friends as well and you get 2 shots for free. If this is mostly around bars and stuff, those 2 shots might not be appealing to me, but they might be appealing to another student, right? So how do you determine like what the actual quest is if I'm trying to get people to one door, right?
So are you asking in like the business as like how are they going to create the quest?
So I was just asking if you guys are creating the quest, or does the business create the
So
quest itself?
we don't really create the quest. We've made an LMM. So like we're planning to make an LMM where like a business, like obviously a lot of restaurants are busy, right? They don't have the time to create a quest, right? But what they can do is like the LMM can create different various like quest ideas for what can based on timing. Like for example, like New Year's is coming up, right? They can create a quest regarding like something about New Year's. Like, like if it's like a romantic like dinner like restaurant, right? They can create something related to that. So the whole point of the LMM is to create the quest for the users and the business.
My next question is: do you view LimeLeap as a competitor? Do you view LimeLeap as someone that you potentially, would partner with, given like their recent success in the space?
So Linely, we want to partner with them actually because ticketing is a huge thing. But we've also noticed Linely, so like they've been partnered with Parlay, which is like a bar near DePaul, and Parlay's been like popping. Like a lot of like students would go there, but then all of a sudden just dropped dead scene for the past 3 to 4 weeks. All of these DePaul students are going to the river, and we're like thinking, I was like, Line Leap is such a big thing. Like, why is like River not on it? Like, there's other platforms that they do ticketing for these college students. So we would love to work with Linely because they have such huge success, but then at the same time, we're trying to get more businesses involved with them.
So my basic question is, what is your AI model? What are you doing with AI that's basically your differentiator from the rest of the stuff? I can go to Yelp or Google or wherever, get all this for some points or something, right? So everyone has a reward point system, metrics, and all that stuff. But so the differentiating factor for you guys might be the AI component. So you want to talk about it a little bit?
Yeah, so we have two ways of AI. We have a consumer AI feature and the regular business AI feature, right? The whole point of the business AI feature is to figure out how many points they really need to get from us, and like what equals to how many customers they'll get with distributing those points. So that's our difference from. So usually our plan is like for the first 2 weeks, we want to see like how like each point is like for a regular business is like calculated to like I mean like in terms of analytics we haven't really like tested that part yet. Again, like we're still in production, but like based on the idea, we want to see like how like the businesses interact. Like the whole point is like to make sure all the restaurants are happy. The cheaper way to get people to come to their front doors is what we're trying to do, right? So we want to test it out, see how it goes, and then from there we'll figure out like the analytics in terms of how many points we'll get, how many users.
One more question for Monica.
I don't know really what fetch is. I've been what we're trying to do is like everyone every we're trying to involve Gen Z in terms of student communities. Like we're building communities like for example like Reddit, there's different communities, right? So what we're trying to do is like different stores, restaurants, like all these hospitality services, they create their own community to like show people like, oh, these are the couple of events that are coming up. And like the premium way is like trying to distribute points, and when you rack up points you get those discounts. So we're trying to make it interactive. Yeah.
All right, great job. Well, thank you for answering all those questions. All right, so now for our next presenter, we have TrueGen AI. TrueGen AI. Okay, maybe they had to run. So okay. TrueGen AI going once, going twice. Okay. All right, and now for Sunny, please come up for WeTrade, AI WeTrade. Thank you so much. Here you go, sir.
All right. My name is Sunny, and I just came to United States, but my English is not good, so I just took a bottle of beer to make me brave to have this speech here. So I try to express my meaning. Yeah, thank you. I have been in the world trade business for more than 15 years. In the past, I found a big problem. Many Chinese buyers, they are looking for products from overseas, especially maybe in South Africa and also in South America, some mines, some copper, some aluminum, and they looking for this product from maybe TikTok or Alibaba, but most of this video may be not useful for them. So for this problem, we launched the AI VTrade app. So we can use one word to describe this problem. This platform is AI plus trade. So we use AI to automatically identify the value information of the videos globally and facilitate the transactions. That's all what we are doing. So, and the AI we trade platform, and we use the AI technology to tailor to global trade videos recognition, and it automatically identify the trade value of every goods from different location worldwide. We can say we will make the goods can speak by themselves. We make everything can speak by themselves to the target customers. So, and also we eliminated language barriers and automatically match the needs for buyers and sellers. So thereby they can make the trade complete. So on our app, enter our app's metaverse map, and then maybe we go to one country. For example, we go to Japan, and we can identify all the trade value of every maybe products, so especially some goods. So we pairing to the buyers and sellers. Also, we use the instant interpreter to make the barrier to solve the problem of communication, and then the trade and goods deliver completed. So we use this idea. It's vertical and specific for the trade, the world trade. So that's what is my job, and for the past 15 years. So we need to solve this problem. So the Chinese buyer can buy the things, the good commodity from all the world. Now in China, I have got more than 37 awards, but maybe some of them they don't know how the value of this problem. So that's why I came to United States. I hope you guys can understand what I say, and I hope I can to brave and then to spread my idea to complete my American dreams. So that's why came here. Yeah. Also, now we are looking for the angel round fund for 2 million stores. So, and also we are looking for partners, maybe from the Chicago Trade Board. If you have any resource, you can introduce to me. Yeah, yeah, that's all. Thank you. Thank you.
So just kind of wondering, so you're saying using AI to identify videos. So does it mean like you can just user, right? What do? They just use a video and
Oh no, we have a platform, the
Okay.
app, and then the they can upload the videos here, and then for example some Maya, and then we use AI to identify the maybe the value, the products, and then comparing the buyer and sellers.
Okay. So you have to upload, basically, whoever is using will need to upload.
Oh no, the users from
Yeah.
different country to
Different
upload.
country upload.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So you're enabling them to buy, sell from anywhere in the world. That they can be anywhere. It's
Yeah,
usually
yeah,
like-
anywhere. Yeah.
Okay, and then also you have automatic like language
Yeah.
translation as well.
Yeah, but
Okay.
TikTok they don't have this function, so we are
Yeah.
vertical.
Okay.
Only for trade. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. How about like currencies too? When they are purchasing something, right? Different countries, their currencies differences. You also take care of that too.
Yeah, yeah. We are
Okay.
taking all the delivery and the transaction, yeah,
Okay.
and the money transfer.
Yeah.
We are using the third-party payment methods. Also, we are using maybe SBLC letter of credit like this. So we provide this service to them, and then we'll have the service fee. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Yes, yeah, that's it.
Sounds good.
Just a clarification, is this a business to business?
Yeah, it's B2B.
B2B. Got it. So would it be like Alibaba combined with TikTok?
Oh yeah, right. And we also AI plus trade.
Okay.
Yeah.
Terrific concept. Though, how do you plan to scale this to get it in front of the sellers who need to put up their videos?
Oh, we have the always Chinese in more than 107 countries, and they help these owners of mine and the factories to upload the videos. Yeah, and then we using AI technology to identify the value of them. Yeah. But in TikTok, you cannot find the right maybe top products. Yeah, right thing. Yeah.
So it's direct sourcing of the products.
Yeah.
Right.
The sourcing and specific vertical.
Okay. Could you repeat what is your current buyer base or marketplace business users?
Our market, maybe target market is China, and then maybe the other side is South America and other
manufacturing hubs.
Yeah, different. It's not the common products. It's maybe some mine, some aluminum, some copper like this.
Mhm.
So it's vertical. Yeah.
So, what's to stop Alibaba from doing this?
Oh, maybe they because they are accustomed to their mode. So we are inventing a new mode.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right. Alibaba plus TikTok.
So how do you get paid? Like, how do you charge?
Oh yeah, we provide a service of payments methods like SBLC, and every transaction we charge around maybe 2%. Yeah. And also we provide some logistic service.
Gotcha. And then you had mentioned there's a third party. Is there like some counterparty risk, or is like who's assuming the counterparty risk?
The service?
Like who assumes the risk if the deal goes bad?
I
Like
don't.
if one party doesn't do what they said they're going to do, who assumes the risk?
Oh, we have many maybe database, and then they register in our database, and then we will provide to the buyer and sellers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yes.
So, how do you figure out all the data needed to do evaluation just from the video? You can't see inside the object. It reminds me of, my dad bought me a 66 Chevy Impala, um, and he only cared about what it looked like. It turned out to have a 396 cubic inch quadrajet engine, and it was the fastest car in town. So, but I mean, just looking at the outside, do you supplement this with a bunch of other metadata or what?
That's from my trade experience. We using some how to say different aspects to mark the videos. For example, what is their name and size and value, and also maybe their how what's the need of the customers. So we'll mark down every aspect of them. Yeah, yeah. To and then pairing different customers. Yeah. Please.
So, question is, you mentioned you have already outside of China, you mentioned some other places you have already implemented this, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, price of those locations.
Oh, the price? Yeah.
So, based on location.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Because yeah, your question is good. Maybe different country.
That will be
Yeah. So that's why we are looking for some partner can do this. Now we cannot do this at the moment. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Okay, very good. Thank you. Yeah, please.
About this. This product is going to take time to be delivered. So when does the actual transaction take place?
Oh, normally for our big commodity like the island, or we are using the SBLC for them to transact. So always the payment is from the bank to bank, and then we will maybe charge them 2% of charge. But every transaction near around 10 million US dollars now. So our income is around 200,000 US dollars. Yeah, please. Oh, the seller set the price. For example, our iron ore from Honduras in South America, their price is 60 US dollars per metric ton. They upload from them, but we are using the AI to compare the good price for the buyers. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's it. Yeah, please. Oh, now from my mind, I it's seldom. It's just I can see because this gentleman say, yeah, yeah, it's TikTok plus Alibaba. So if you have any good idea for me, you can introduce to me. Yeah, 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 yeah. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much.
Awesome job. Thank you so much. Great presentation. And now, last but not least, we have our final presenter. So I have Whale Lord. Please come up to the stage. Whale Lord. That's right. Okay, here we go.
It is Whale Lord.
Yes. Okay. Great name.
Yeah. Okay, so Wailord is named after a Pokemon, so I'm a huge Pokemon fan, so that's trivia. Also, I'm not here to talk about AI or security. I'm going to talk about fish because my dad is in the seafood industry and he's been doing that for like over 30 years. So this is just like a project to help him out to He's been a seafood broker connecting buyers and suppliers from across the world. I'm trying to build a marketplace for him so that he can facilitate the transactions without a lot of effort. And then basically, it's just like Alibaba or Amazon for seafood, because there exists no such thing. And right now, the industry is super slow in the sense uh, transactions are done from bank to bank from across the countries. They open like LCs from bank and then send advanced TTs. It's not fast. It's very, I would say, traditional and not secure, because you can literally get scammed. Like in the sense, there are like tons of containers being shipped, different products, but then you can still not send a certain product, and then the other person will be like, okay, where's my tuna, right? Or where's my swordfish? So that happens in the industry. Uh, I'm trying to build something that's like a marketplace that will have, again, AI powered discovery. So there is some AI. It will match traders instantly, and then we hope to introduce escrow system so that like when the buyer can verify that they receive the actual supply, that's when the trade gets sent out and then the transaction happens. And then trying to like revolutionize a way that uh, we can I was looking at Alibaba. They have a very efficient chat system for many industries, not just seafood. So they have a very nice chat system where the buyers and suppliers can transact within the chat. So I'm trying to like, again, I'm not trying to invent something new, but then just try to like uh, I would say copy or like be inspired by Alibaba and then create something like that. So negotiation is faster, and then hopefully use fiat currency right now, but in the future maybe use stablecoin, because the business is right now based on commissions. All the fiat currencies, all the platforms that support fiat currency take a lot of commission, so that would eat from our margin. So stablecoin takes like 0.0001% commission. So in the future, hopefully we can build it. Right now, it's still like a prototype, so it's like a thing that I work on the weekends or something. So, yeah, that's my whole idea. And I don't have an ask because Alan invited me to pitch, and I was like, okay, sure. So thanks for that, and that's pretty much it. Yep, thanks.
This is great. As Warren Buffett always says, boring businesses, but you seem like have found a business that's still not modernized in this space. So is it truly there's no other marketplace like this?
No, I lied. So there are marketplaces.
Okay. That is amazing. You found a niche there. That's incredible. Okay.
Yeah.
So what makes you different?
I guess I did go into the other marketplaces posing as like a seafood trader. I didn't find it so easy to use. So it's still, there's a lot of gaps in terms of user experience.
Mhm.
It is not minimalistic. It is still confusing, and there's a lot of restriction. Like I can't just go in and trade. Like I can set up an account on Alibaba and then register and start talking with suppliers. I can't do it on any of the other marketplaces. So there's that friction which prevents me from doing something.
Interesting. So there's friction in that space. I imagine seafood traders are not small fishermen who are getting logged in. They're large corporations selling container loads of stuff. Why would they sign up here?
Oh, so okay. My GTM plan, if it happens, would be like my dad has a network of like 1,000 to 10,000 because he's been doing it for many years. So onboard them first, test it out. If the product fails, it fails. I don't care. But if it doesn't, we can talk to each of them and then see how we can improve the platform and then make it easier for, because it's going to be like something new for the industry also, because there's no one that's doing a really good job. So if it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So that's it. It's an experiment. So yeah.
It's very interesting. I like your attitude about it. Just like,
Okay,
whatever. Keeps your stress low. But like in terms of like value creation, is value creation like reduction in friction, or is it a reallocation of risk? Like, how are you seeing that value?
Value creation is like saving time, because right now everything is based on emails. Like they still use emails to talk to each other and then chat on WhatsApp, WeChat if it's China, it's WeChat, or like if it's Korea, something else. So if we build something like a in native chat platform, it's going to be faster to communicate. And then there's no product discovery right now. They're all based on like networks that they already have. like one of my suppliers in China could have like 10 people from different countries that they work with. So they're not like expanding, they're not thinking behind beyond their network, right? So having something like a global marketplace would mean different.
Yeah. And again, because I don't know the business, but again, like the same question with the counterparty. Like, how does that get handled now? Is it you said it's a letter of credits with banks?
It is LC and then like advanced CD and stuff. So very slow, takes 30 to 45 days. And then sometimes like I guess like what my dad used to tell me is like sometimes the supplier there's a lot of compliance stuff that happens right now in the industry. You can't change that in one day, obviously, but then I feel like at least the transaction part can be minimized and be faster. So that's where I am trying to see if we can build something differently.
Yeah, I think
With
it'd be interesting to have a more transparent price. I think that'd be interesting.
so so the price is always determined by the two parties, buyers and suppliers.
But if there are more than two, you know, you could.
Oh yeah, I mean, so sorry, I don't understand the question.
No, I'm just saying if there was more people in the market at
Mhm.
a time, you would have a more transparent price.
Right, right. So they have a I guess they have some kind of a code of conduct where they don't like do a lot of undercutting or stuff
Mhm.
because like like at least what my dad told me is like every day there's like a margin price and then it keeps changing, but then there's no seafood stock exchange, but then they all know a price that happens based on like seasonal demands of fish.
The fish
or-
cartel.
Right. There is definitely a fish cartel, but I don't know much about it. I'm still learning from him.
It's
So,
interesting.
yeah, so we can't change the price, we can't control the price, but then I guess, yeah, we could probably introduce some kind of a transparency because when they see a supplier list a certain price, they would be not inclined to like go up, right? Because if they see the deals being made, then they would never. I mean, the whole idea is to make the deals happen. So, yeah, that's the goal.
Great, thanks.
Questions here? Go ahead, Doc. Yeah. So I have a question. Since this is at a global level, now I'm sure there's like specific reasons why it hasn't been global in the sense of like freshness and stuff like that. Because as grading, it takes like a long time. So are you guys doing like more like location based, or how does that work? Or it's truly like global?
So it's like right now how it works is everything is like frozen. So it's preserved for like it can last for a long time, at least 60 days shelf life in the frozen state. And yeah, there's no I guess there's no fresh concept here because like I guess the idea is like for example, you can't find uh, kingfish here in the US. You have to import it from my city, from Kerala or Cochin or something. So the only way to get that fish here is like to import it, and then it's sold at a premium here. So they're okay paying that premium and then getting the container to US, right? So yeah, I guess there's no issue with like how long it's in the yeah.
So, so to me, it's less about AI or building this platform, but more about business yourself. That you already in, right? Your dad. So my first question to you is, how long have you guys been in this business, and how many countries have you been operating?
So he's been there for like 30 years. He's like an agent. So he deals with the suppliers and buyers. He connects them. He makes the money. So I'm trying to build something for him so that he can make it easier to like facilitate, right? Yeah. Yeah.
In the tea business, you can build a global tea market like this, right? And one of my uncle does tea export. Maybe I'll suggest something like this to it. But anyway, so if you're in the business, yes, it's less about yes, we can build AI powered and make it more optimized, make all this automation work. But you have to be in the business to know the buyers and the sellers. That's when you can actually do.
Yeah, because I only trying to support him because he was in the industry, or I would never look at this industry. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Um, I actually have a question. Just curious too. But that's actually quite interesting. But do you know, because right now there are futures market here in, let's say Chicago, the Board Options Exchange, all these, they're actually doing trading, right, on agricultural products. So is it ever going to be putting in, this type of blue economy products onto that market at all? I mean, it almost seems like
I
they,
mean,
they
like,
can be, right? Yeah.
like
Do you know?
long term, if I could do this, I would love to control the entire seafood supply, but that's like super ambitious.
Yeah.
But I haven't thought about that.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm only thinking about one step at a time. So
Okay,
the
yeah,
marketplace would be my
that's
first product.
you're planting the seeds. So okay,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
pretty cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because I guess marketplace is a faster way to like enter the existing industry and then facilitate trade.
Okay.
And then eventually you can control logistics, supply chain, and
That's
all
right.
the other stuff.
Yeah.
Finance or whatever.
That's
So
right. Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. Thank you.
Good.
All right, amazing job. Thank you so much. And we'll just tally up the final scores here and we'll announce the winner in just a second. From a game theory perspective, from DePaul, the fishing market, there's a funny story that the Japanese fish market, they buy up all of the grade A tuna. So I guess tuna comes in grade A, B, and C. And so in order for them to always get grade A, they even have a dedicated buyer on each deep sea shipping vessel. And so, and if someone tries to outbid them, they don't care how high the price goes. They always want to make sure that they buy the grade A. So if you want great tuna, you have to go to Japan for it. So maybe Rahul can. Is that have you heard the Japanese tuna buyers that they're on the deep sea fishing vessels? Do you know about that? Okay, but I'm sure your dad would know though. So all right, but yeah. So now for the big announcement. Drum roll, please. We have three winners. So third place. So we'll do third place first. And for the third place will be Chimera. Big round of applause. Amazing. Thanks so much. Great product. For second place, the Aquarius platform. Big round of applause. And drum roll again for place number one. It is Starplot. All right. Great job. Great job. Yeah, it was a very close from here from the judges here. So awesome. All right. Well, thank you so much, everyone. It was an amazing event. I'm so glad we rocked it for the first Go for Security AI Collective Collab. Give a big round of applause for yourselves. Thank you so much for coming. Massive round of applause for the startups. It takes a lot to get up here in front of strangers and pitch your startup. So huge round of applause for the startups here. And of course, a big round of applause for our amazing judges. Thank you so much for coming. And for our co-host as well, a big round of applause. Thank you so much, everyone. And so it's the theme is New Year's. So I always give this New Year's wishes. So may your best day this year be your worst day next year, sorry. And have a great 2026. I hope you guys all crush it. Please stay tuned for our events to come next year as well. I'll send you guys all invites for our next events, and thank you so much. If there's any like snacks or drinks, feel free to enjoy. But thank you so much for coming again. You guys are awesome. It's been amazing. Thank you.
Yeah, maybe I should.